Pastor Craig with you once again, continuing our very popular series on the Lord's Prayer. And today I find myself in a very familiar place at the steps of the courthouse building where I've covered a number of trials as a news reporter. And today we're asking you, the folks of First Lutheran, to talk about a trial or a difficult time you've had in your life and how God has helped you through it. Here's what you had to say.
We were married for 62 years, and I feel that we were blessed with those years that we had together. When she had Alzheimer's, I think that's the worst part of the trial I had at that time. About the last 6 months, she went into a care center, and so I visited her every day, and she became worse. She was there about 6 months. And as I say, I really had faith. I knew that she was in good hands when he called her. I just was blessed. That's all I can say, and I think he was with me. I mean, he saved me from a lot of trouble at that time.
Well, I think that when I first learned that he had colon cancer and had already gone to his liver, was quite devastating. And I just kind of put it in God's hands and said, help me. And somehow we went through all the chemo and all the trials, and 2.5 years later, I had him for 2.5 years, which was great. But 2.5 years later, he did die. And it was easier than I thought it was going to be. In the end, I don't know what people do that don't have faith when it comes to something like that.
Well, my greatest time of trial was about 13 years ago that Phyllis had a stroke. She did really quite well, and we were enjoying life, and then eventually she developed cancer, and after 8 years she passed away, and she's been gone now for 5 years, and I still miss her and wish I could do it again. But
How has God helped you through that?
well, I think that it was not a burden. I was happy to be with her and take care of her, and we enjoyed life, and we came to church every Sunday, and we have our certain pew in church, and I still sit in the same pew. So I never felt that I had a real trial. I guess it was something that happened, and I didn't blame God for it, and so I never put it in that perspective. It was something that happened. We had to make the best of it, and we did.
Maybe he answered your prayer
Evidently he did. So.
saving you from the time of trial.
Possibly that is true. That was what happened.